Hey, Shalom, first and foremost. All praises, glory, honor goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadas, double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this true citation, all Yakin, pushing this word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson on Moab. That's what the Chinese biblical name is, Moab. They're a heathen nation. They basically incest babies, right? um, they announced war games around Taiwan after hitting out at major U.S. arms deal. All right, so I believe the U.S. and Taiwan, or I could be wrong, but I believe they're more allied than U.S. and China at this point, right? Because China really hates America, right? Because they the real reason why America bailed out in the latter 2000s. The elites used them to basically keep this demonic system afloat, this capitalist system up and going, man. Because really it was like within the past 20 years, it was like two major collapses that occurred. The '08 collapse and the pandemic in 2020, man. All right. So, this place should have been, the economy should have really been collapsed. All right. Because, Pastor Hard was going into how the '08 collapse. Um, the '08 collapse pretty much happened in '05. Man. In '05, we were all a lot younger. That's 20 years ago. I was just freshly coming out of college into the workforce, and I feel like I never had a chance in the workforce because everything was on a downswing, man. All right, since then, for the past 20 years, man. Right. So, you got these big military drills. All right. And that's the spirit. There's lessons on China and there's advertisements on mass, right? Because another Plan D's coming, all right? So, this show you that these women are the same everywhere. This woman right here, she's focused on her work or some other shit. And China and Taiwan getting ready to go to war, man. All right, but she's worried about making her daily wages, man. All right. So, this is what's coming. Show you these countries follow after Babylon. Look at the blue background, just like America. It's like in DC, right? The DMV, the National Defense, Department of War. You got the same fatigues as Esau. These gooks wish they were Edomites. You got the same, Capitol building / White House style building in the background. This is all to oppress the people, okay? So, we got your little skull and bones type of logo and shit. Masonic, you got masonry. Showing you got masonry amongst all these heathen nations, all right? So they getting ready to go to war, man. All the nations, right? Because we're at the end, man. You got the fighter jets. Fighter jets be loud as hell. I live right by a military installation of fighter jets. Will wake you out your sleep. So Justice Mission 2025 military drills around Taiwan, which 2025 is pretty much over. They might as well name it 2026, right? And I remember seeing since the drills announced Monday, which we're in Monday now, they're ahead of us. Focus on training on precision strikes. So let's see how the stock market reacts today. Okay. But I remember, seeing an article or something, man, basically saying that it's like a rumor going into how when China and Taiwan go to war, that'll be the collapse of the American economy. Because, most of our stuff comes from what? China, Asia, most of our imports, Taiwan, so forth, right? And China really they cover that whole territory as far as they got it on smash. As far as the product, clothes, electronics, digital items, clothing type items, all that shit come from China. Shoes. So when they go to war, basically you can kiss the American economy goodbye. Because, Esau, he's not going to tell you the real reason that he's the reason for the season of America's destruction. He's not going to blame it on himself. He's going to blame it on, other factors like China, Russia, Taiwan, Iran, and so forth, man. So really this war will disrupt the global, because all these countries, Europe, UK, France, Italy, so forth, they all of them get their shit from China, man. So this will disrupt the global economy. That's probably what I'll title this lesson, man. This quick video, man. So I'm gonna get this preset, man. This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, man. So that's the times we living in, the times of World War III. But before it can fully escalate, right, we always got to put this disclaimer out. There has to be, the mark of the beast will have to be mandatory or mandated, compulsory. All right, there's got to be, we got to be taken off the streets. Our videos like this got to be wiped away. There's going to be no trace of us. There's no digital or prophesying trace of us in public / online, man. All right, because fishing season will be at a abrupt end, man. All right. So, we just got to wait and see what the Lord does next, man. All right. So I'm going to jump down to 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, right? And that's what we're waiting for, our reward. What? Spiritual power, new bodies, the kingdom on heaven, kingdom of heaven ruling on earth. Okay. And them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So, Esau's destroying the earth. Hey, even these Moabites, but they learn it from Esau. All right, because, you hear stories about China. They have like the worst pollution on earth. Some of their cities, man. All right. So I'm going to end it there till next time. Shalom.